Hey friends! My name is Desiree, aka Mama Friendly, and I do all sorts of videos on my channel, from vlogs to hauls, planner videos, cooking videos, homeschool videos with a Disney twist, a little bit of everything. So if any of these things sound like fun to you, I hope that you will subscribe and join me on my YouTube adventure. Today's video is a collab, and it's hosted by my friend Ellie at DIY From House to Home. I'm gonna have her channel linked down below in the description box, along with the link to the playlist, so that once you're done watching my video, you can see what all of my friends did as well. The theme for this collab is fall desserts. The recipe that I made is one that I've had on my Pinterest board for literally years. I've been meaning to make this recipe literally for years, and I just never got around to it until now. If you're new to my channel, you might not know that I exclusively eat gluten and dairy free, and as such, I tend to gravitate towards paleo recipes because those recipes are already naturally gluten and dairy free. So what I decided to make today is paleo pumpkin bites. They're little bite-sized treats, and I'm using Halloween molds to make them a little more festive. But they're healthy, they're great for your gut health because of the gelatin in them. But they're also really creamy and sweet and decadent, full of fall flavor. So I'm really excited to share this recipe with you. Let me show you how I made these paleo pumpkin bites. Alright friendies, as always, first things first, our ingredients. So for this recipe, you'll need 1.5 cups of coconut milk. You need 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of real maple syrup, 10 drops of stevia or another tablespoon of maple syrup, which is what I opted to use, 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, 1/4 cup of grass-fed gelatin, 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. So we're going to start by putting our 1.5 cups of coconut milk and our 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons, or 3 tablespoons in my case, of maple syrup into a saucepan, and you want to simmer it on medium, low, or low heat for 30 to 45 minutes. The idea is to reduce it so that it concentrates the flavors and the sweetness. This seems like it's going to be super sweet, but the gelatin is going to mellow the sweetness out. So even though it feels like you're over sweetening at this point, trust the process. After about 45 minutes on medium-low heat, I'm going to pour my maple coconut syrup mixture, if you will, into a large glass measuring cup, and I'm going to let it cool for about 10-15 minutes. After about 10 minutes, it's still hot enough that it's going to allow our gelatin to blend into it, so we want to take advantage of that heat. So at this point, we're going to put our 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, our 1/4 cup of grass-fed gelatin, our 1/2 teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, although I just kind of shake it until it looks right, and our 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Again, I rarely measure vanilla, I just kind of go until it looks okay. So after all that's mixed together, we're going to get an immersion blender. You could also do this with a spoon, but it's going to take you a long time, or you might need to put it back into the saucepan to help the gelatin dissolve. The immersion blender takes care of that for you. So you want the gelatin to completely dissolve into your hot mixture without leaving any clumps behind. Again, if you taste it at this point, you're going to be shocked at how sweet it is, but it's going to mellow out with the gelatin. Don't worry about it, it's all good. We have our super fun, festive, Halloween-y type molds here. So this is what I'm going to use to make our individual paleo bites. I'm going to let it sit at room temperature until it becomes sort of solid-ish, and then I'm just going to stick them in the fridge for a few hours. I actually left them for about 2 or 3 hours, I think, before I brought them back out. You can either serve them up cold, or you can leave them at room temperature for about an hour, which enhances the flavor. I also put some of the mixture into little like panna cotta molds or ramekins because I had extra. And this was a nice little treat to have as well. Alright friends, so there's my recipe for paleo pumpkin bites. They were really good. The texture was amazing. I was worried that with the gelatin they might set up too firm, but I guess the addition of all of that coconut really made the creaminess stand out. The pumpkin flavor was spot on. They were sweet without being too sweet. Honestly, everything was just in perfect balance. I could not have asked for a better flavor out of this candy. And it definitely eats like a candy, but they're good, wholesome ingredients. Gelatin is great for your gut health. There's no reason why you can't indulge in a few of these. If you decide to make these treats, I would love to hear how they work out for you, so make sure you let me know in the comments. And once again, I want to thank Ellie for hosting, so go ahead and check out her channel. It's linked below. Check out the playlist so you can see what fall desserts everybody else made. And I really hope that you enjoy this recipe. I want to thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I hope you'll please give it a big thumbs up. I'd also love it if you would subscribe and click that notification bell because I post at least 3 times a week and I wouldn't want you to miss a minute. Thanks so much again for watching. Bye!